Hello Aquarius, and welcome to the channel. This is going to be your weekly energy read, carrying you and highlighting the energy of the 23rd of April all the way to the 30th. Sorry, my voice went out. Yes, there will be an overlap day. Absolutely it will. So yes, the last week carried us through this week, and then we will have an overlap day, and that day will be Sunday. All right. So what you hear in the background is me shuffling for your energy oracle, which could highlight what you're going through for this week. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, thank you for watching. You got the card of all tied up. You are, in fact, all tied up this week. Your hands are tied in the energy of 5, instability, and conflict and instability is in your energy. You're not a fan of that energy, unfortunately, but it is here. This is a lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. You feel like you're not moving the way you want to move. You're not achieving what you want to achieve. And unfortunately, a lot of the time when we are in that energy, it's because of something that we have not done or something that we hadn't considered. Okay? She's tied up, if you see, okay? So there's a situation in your life where things seems to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may feel quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, then what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you jailing yourself? Self-jail. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut these vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live your life in a self-imposed jail anymore. The card that I liken to this is the 8 of Swords, all tied up. Let's go ahead and find out what this is about. And this is definitely a card that describes what happens with you guys a lot. Just because of the way in which you think. A lot of the times, especially if you are Uranus ruled, there we go. See, look at that. Immediately, 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords. And no offense to anyone, but a lot of the times this happens when you don't know how to move past an emotional slight. And just like the second paragraph of that book said, I didn't write the book. I do agree with Sandra Ann Taylor. She is the author of these cards. I love them. You are your own jailer. A lot of the times, if it's a thought and an emotion, you can control that. No one is physically coming, tying you up with a rope and saying, you're going to stay mad at me forever. This is where you're going to stay. You're going to be mad at me for the rest of your life. And then you look up and then you haven't lived your life. Whose fault is that? It's not that person's fault that they did you wrong. I mean, it's not that person's fault that you chose to stay stuck. It's their fault for doing you wrong. But at some point, you have to move past that. Yes, it's easier said than done. But you can't dedicate your life to your angst. So look at how you may be your own jailer. Because if you can see, we're in severe anxiety. We are at the 10 of Swords. And if you ever hear any reader talking about this 10 of Swords, that is a victim's mentality card. I ain't making it up. You're stuck on something that you should do. And then you got this Hierophant energy here, constantly trying to get you out of an energy where you are sitting and doing nothing. In the past, we got the Sun. One of the reasons why you can't get past this is because this situation made you happy. Person, place, or thing made you happy in the past. And it was it's the happiest card of the deck. This thing made you happy and you don't want to give it up. You have to watch where you are not allowing yourself to move forward for your own comfortability. Top of the deck shows the 5 of Cups. You're sad. And if we look one more down, honestly, there's your major arcana. This is you. You can't get to this, though, until you let this go. Okay? Like I tell a lot of my clients, you can't get over it until you go through it. There is no get out of jail free card where you just skip the pain and advance to go. This isn't Monopoly. If you keep avoiding and putting off these emotions, you're never going to get over them. If you keep looking for someone to come in and tell you the same thing in a way where it's going to resonate with you and it's the same thing over and over again, A, that's the definition of insanity. And B, that's never going to happen. It is not up to someone else to help you with your stuff. It is your responsibility to get yourself out of this, okay? A lot of anxiety. If you get through this, Aqua, you will advance to the Ace of Swords. You have to get out of this. Allow yourself to move past that feeling stabbed in the back. Let it go. I've told some of my clients to do this. They're lost. They screwed up. They're lost. They don't have me in their life. I'm the Aquarius. I'm great. They're lost. Screw them. No, that doesn't happen like that. Tell yourself that every day. When you're thinking these negative things and the sad things, replace it with screw him, screw her. Whatever you got to say. Just get yourself out of this funk. Yes, you are in upside down enlightenment right now. So, but don't stay in here too long because this is a major arcana. So I'm okay with this because this is the time frame in Mercury retrograde to rethink and reevaluate what you're doing to yourself. But we want to get out of this. We got to get out of it, okay? We have to get out of it. And this is the energy that's coming in. This also can be someone that you need to talk to. A lawyer. This is the card of institutions. A lawyer. I'm going to say, go speak to someone professional. Go and speak to your pastor. Whoever is in your place of worship. That's what you do. Go and speak to that person. Whoever this hierophant is for you. Last week's energy, Aquarius, you guys got, it was the thinking man. And I know I remember that. It was the thinking man in that reading. And I told you that help was on the way, that aid was on the way, but you got to be willing to accept it. Okay? It's the same way with this. Don't let these jewels pass you by. Let's get our 5 clarifiers so we can get out of here. This is going to be our curveball. Yep, there was secrets and deception. Absolutely it was. Absolutely it was. Yes. You're reminiscing over that. But this could be a soulmate. They could see themselves with you for the long term, and then we do have twin flame. Wow. Well, this isn't everybody's story. Some of you could only take one of these. Some of you, maybe it's all of it applies because it's a complicated situation. One thing is for sure, this situation did make you happy, okay? But now, not so much. You can't stay stuck in that. What's yours does not leave. And I tell my clients that all the time. Let's clear this board and talk about what remains. And what remains is the hangman, the hierophant, and the sun. So it's very, very clear that something made you happy, that there was happiness at one point. The key is to get back there. And the hangman is here working on you and telling you, trying to enlighten you, but also have you to think about what's going on and make no movement. Don't do anything about it yet. Just wait a minute, okay, if that makes sense. They're working on you mentally. Don't stay stuck there too long. This hierophant energy is here as aid. Speak to this person. Rely on this person. If this is not you, if this is not another person, this should represent an individual that's going to come into your life and provide counsel and help you come out of this funk, okay? You can get to this happiness again, Aqua. All right. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.